Welcome to another episode of the Vegan Pulse. I am your host, Nancy Arenas. Today, my guest is Tonia Carrier Hicks. She is a vegan activist from Michigan, recently married. She loves spending time with her husband, Odell. She is a hairstylist, actress, and independent filmmaker. She is also a contributor with Jane Unchained, the vegan news channel and website. Tonia has her own YouTube channel called Your Vegan Friend Tonia, where she has videos of activism as well as many personal videos related to her vegan journey. She is grateful and always glad to share information on veganism with anyone at any time. Stick around. I'd like to introduce her to you. Hi, Tonia. How are you?
Hey, Nancy. I'm great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really happy to be here. And thank you so much for all your videos and stuff. I checked out your channel. It's great. And I can't wait to share it.
Awesome. Awesome. And you are in Michigan, right?
Yep.
I like to let people know where my guests are from so that they can see they're from everywhere. Yeah. So we are everywhere. Vegans are.
Yeah. Michigan's getting beautiful this week too. It's like spring and it's gorgeous out right now. It's nice to see.
Can you share with me your journey into veganism?
Yeah, I've been vegan for 5.5 years now. That's crazy. Like, I guess it feels like that long, but it's been quite a journey. I don't actually know, people ask about your vegan story. I don't actually know exactly what it was. I know that there were seeds planted on my way to it, but all of a sudden one day I just went to the grocery store and I wanted something fast. So I picked up a pre-made meat item and for some reason I got into the car and I went for it and I looked at it differently. Now that happened to me like a long time ago when I was maybe about 12. My mom was serving something at dinner and I just looked at it differently. And then I went vegetarian for a short while, but I didn't have any resources. My mom, I'm fully 100% convinced that if she was still alive, she would be vegan right now. Absolutely. But I think just the lack of having people on social media, having social media at all, having people around me that nobody was vegan, nobody was vegetarian around me. So I just didn't understand like what it meant and that it was actually a good way to live, So I think when it hit me about 5.5 years ago, all I did was go home and went on YouTube and searched vegetarianism first. And a bunch of videos came up and I just started learning and diving in. So of course, when you learn and dive in, you see that vegetarianism isn't really enough. You find out about the dairy and egg industries, and you find out about the leather and the wool and all these other industries that we know about. And so I went vegan, like I think maybe a month or two after that. And so, yeah, that was pretty much it. I know that there were seeds planted before that, but I don't remember exactly what they were. I do have a friend that owns a record store and he had some pamphlets on his counter and I remember I picked that up and I know that was one of the seeds too, but yeah, all of a sudden I just kind of went there. But I'm really happy that social media and YouTube existed. I used to think that, I said this in my speech too that I've given before, I used to think that YouTube was just like makeup tutorials and like how to fix your plumbing and stuff, but it's a great resource. You can learn how to do anything on YouTube now. You can get anybody's point of view, and you can certainly learn all about veganism on YouTube, any aspects of it, get people's opinions, learn everything you need to know. And so I'm just really happy that I had that because it really changed my life for real. Like it really changed my life, like in a really, really profound way. And so from that point on, I was just like, why would I not be vegan? It doesn't make any sense. So.
Exactly. I had the same thing. A few seeds planted along the way. I went vegetarian and I thought I got sick because I didn't do what you did. I didn't research. And so I was eating pasta and salad. And then after a month, I was like, oh, it must be true. You can't be vegan or vegetarian because you die. And it was just a lack of education.
And look at us now. We're still living.
Woohoo! Yes.
We haven't dropped dead yet from lack of anything.
Right. 7 years vegan. So I haven't died yet. Yeah. There's the wood, knock on it. So tell me a little bit about your indie filmmaker. You are a part of Jane Unchained. You contribute there. And you also have your own YouTube channel, your vegan friend, Tonia.
Yeah. When I first started my YouTube channel, I started calling it Vegan in Michigan. And that was like, I really didn't know very many people who were vegan in Michigan. So, and then I met a bunch of friends and everything. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not the only one speaking out about veganism in Michigan. I'm not the end all be all. So I was like, I don't want to call my channel that anymore. And also I was getting a lot of letters from people who thought I was an organization, you know, like Veg Fest or some Veg Michigan. So I changed it to Your Vegan Friend Tonia, because I did want to have something that was kind of on the friendly side. That was important because I do try to have, while I respect everyone's point of view about how to share information about veganism, for myself, I have learned this the hard way. I've messed up. I've like shared information that has been offensive to people, whatever. Now, I think by nature, when we use the word vegan, it automatically puts people on the defense. Not that I'm saying not to use the word vegan. Please use the word vegan. Use it everywhere. I get so excited when I pick up a new anything in the store and it's got the V on it, you know, and it says vegan right on it. I get so excited because I see that those are signs of change for us. But I just want to be like kind of a friendly face for the most part about sharing information on veganism, because I just think like you get more bees with honey, as they say, right? Is that a vegan phrase? I don't know, but so I changed it to my Your Vegan Friend Tonia, and that's been kind of a fun little change there. But yeah, I get to be a contributor with Jane Unchained, and Jane Velez Mitchell. Oh my goodness, I mean, everybody should be following her. She's amazing, and I love how she so selflessly has given her platform to other people to join in, because she is all about the cause. She's all about the animals, and I'm so thankful to be a part of her team. And I'm really looking forward to having this, what's going on in our world right now, calm down a little bit, because I have a lot of work to do with that channel, and I'm really excited to be able to get out. And that will happen in just a few weeks. I'll be able to start getting out a little bit more due to like being vaccinated and stuff like that. So I'm very happy that like hopefully things will change and we'll be able to get on the street a little bit more, so I can show off a little bit more of the things that are vegan in Michigan, you know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So now can you talk a little bit about, because I know you talk about activism and how people can join in different aspects. Can you talk about that? Because I think there's room for everyone and the different levels, like you said, of activism, whether it's just signing a petition or getting out there with a protest sign.
Yeah, that's I think the thing that's really important for people, for anybody to understand, is that you can be an activist in a million different ways. Like anyone can do it. And I think like that's the thing. I understand that somebody might be a little bit shy about speaking out, but it's wonderful if people go vegan. It's wonderful. It's the goal. But like, we need people to speak out about it and to like let other people in their lives know about it. Because again, when I take back to my vegan journey and how it started, initially, I mean, I would have been vegan as a teenager had I just known someone who was vegan, who I could ask questions of and learn more about. So I think that those people anybody who's willing to speak out about veganism in any way, be it about, I mean, of course we know that veganism encompasses the planet, the environmental aspects, and then the health benefits of it. But of course, veganism is about the animals. So like if you are able to make a connection with anyone who has made a connection with an animal, with anybody else who can just simply teach you something about veganism, it's going to make you that much more set in your resolve about why we're doing this whole thing in the first place. And there's just a million ways to be a vegan activist too. You're right, signing a petition online, and you could be signed up to multiple animal activist groups, and they will send you emails. It's free. It takes 5 seconds. You click on it, you sign your name. That's helpful. You can sign, of course, you can share anything you want on vegan activism on your social media pages, be it a recipe, something that you made for dinner. Tell people how you swapped out, maybe a dairy product for a vegan option, and how easy it was to find, and maybe your local friends need to know what store those products are available at. That's like on the lighter, easier side, but it's really easy to find vegan friends, and then you can do activism with them. There are protests all over the place. There are vegan fairs and festivals. You can organize something. Did you hear that Saks Fifth Avenue just went for free? And that's just yesterday. That's because of activists doing like boots on ground, like hardcore animal activism. It's so inspiring. So there's just so many ways to get the message across. And just like once you start doing that too, once you start sharing that information, people will come to you and ask you questions too. If you don't know all the answers, don't worry about it. Like, there's plenty of resources. So just think of it as a challenge. If you don't know something, tell them you don't know. find out about it, because it's really easy. Again, go to Google it, find out what the vegan argument is on that topic, and then get back to that person. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to speak out, because it's really important, and we need every single person speaking out. Everybody who's a believer that animal liberation is something that we need to achieve for, again, our health, the health of the planet and the animals. Every single person needs to speak out in some way, and you can do it. Don't be afraid. Just do it, and you'll find your voice.
Right. And again, for those people who don't want to do protests and don't want to go out there, sharing has power, because even sharing a segment of your friend Tonia, your vegan friend Tonia, because if you're sharing this, it might hit one person, it might speak to one person, because not everybody gets captured in the same way, let's say. So it's really important to share.
Well put. That is so true. That's why I think we need the loud mouths on the street. We need people out there, really like with megaphones and really talking out. And then we need people just sharing recipes too, because people do react differently to different messages. And that's a perfectly put. Yeah, definitely.
Well, Tonia, thank you so very much for taking time to be here on this show. And I appreciate you and what you do.
Thank you. Well, same to you. I appreciate you and what you do too. And I hope you get a lot more followers, and I hope a lot more people see your videos, because you have a lot of great stuff out there.
Thank you very much. And I'll leave you with my new farewell. It's Ahimsa vegan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. I thank you. I wish everybody could hear that. So yes. Thank you so much, Nancy. I really appreciate your time. Thanks.
Take care. Thank you for joining us on another episode of The Vegan Pulse. Remember to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have a pulse, you have a purpose. Live vegan.